Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Brent here of SportsTalk365.com. In today's episode of the Saints discussion show, we're going to preview the Saints' upcoming game against the Detroit Lions. They go on the road to face this team after coming off two back-to-back losses on their season. They're 1-2 right now. They lost to the Raiders in week 2 and fell to the Green Bay Packers at home in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Now, this is a must-win game for the Saints, in my opinion, and it's a must-win because if they fall behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the chances of winning that division will be slim to none because Bucks schedule. Bucks have not really faced any tougher teams yet on the schedule. And from the looks of it, the schedule may be maybe easier than what we thought it was going to be going forward. The opponents that they're facing are just not what we thought they're going to be. But the Saints must win this game, man. The Saints must win this game. It must win this game. I know it's only week 4 and it's still early in the season, but they must win this game to keep pace with the Bucks, or if they want to be a wild card team in this division in the NFC. There are 7 teams now. Well, yeah, 7 teams that can be eligible for the playoffs, and the Saints just have to be one of them. But before that, we're gonna preview the games. We're gonna break down his injury report. So, got this article pulled up right here from ESPN.com. Not Jeff Duncan, but Mike Triplett, Saints reporter for the network. There are 6 players that will be out for the game against the Detroit Lions. Those players are Michael Thomas, wide receiver, Marshawn Lattimore, hamstring injury, Janoris Jenkins, shoulder, tight end Jared Cook, groin, guard Andrews Pete, ankle injury, and defensive end Marcus Davenport, who had an elbow injury before the season started. Now he has a toe injury as well. So all those players will be out for this game against the Detroit Lions. I think will the Saints be able to win this game without those starters? I think so. But what the Saints must do in this game, man, is a couple things you have to do, man. And that's stop the line, put pressure on, develop a pass rush up front that will disrupt quarterback Matthew Stafford from throwing the football downfield. Kenny Galladay is coming off an injury. He came back last week. He didn't do too bad, but he's still, not up to 100% yet. Adrian Peterson, you gotta account for him as well because he's still capable of being that guy, despite his age. He's beaten for all the time. And also those tight ends. Detroit has a good tight end, and we have seen already that the Saints have struggled with tight ends, and that's dating back to last season. Especially good ones. And last week the Saints got beat by, average tight ends. So it's just a problem across the board with the Saints, with the team. But looking at the Lions injury report right here, you got C.J. Moore out, Darryl Roberts questionable, Desmond Trufant questionable, Christian Jones questionable, Deshaun Hand questionable, Hunter Bryant questionable. But the Saints, man, the key to this game will have to be stop Matthew Stafford, man. And I'm assuming that C.J. Gardner-Johnson is going to be a starter in this game. At the number 1 spot for the cornerback position, possibly with guarding Kenny Galladay. That's going to be a tough matchup for that kid because I just feel like he can be he's a great player, talented individual, but he can be undisciplined sometimes, and get a bit erratic guarding of the opposing receivers. I'm assuming, I guess it would be Patrick Robinson on the other side, because I just don't think they're gonna put Ken Crawley, off the street into that role. Even though he knows the system, he's a smart player. Sean Payton would say, I don't feel like Ken Crawley is going to be inserted to the starting role. I just don't think after this coming off the practice squad. He knows the system, played with the team before, but I don't think this happening. They continue to do what they do, stopping the running game, stop Adrian Peterson. Control time of possession, man. Control the time of possession. Run the football. Stay committed to it. This team is averaging the running backs are averaging 5 to 6 yards a clip against opposing defenses. Stick with the run. Be patient. And then when you get the defense on the heels, then you get Drew Brees hit him with the flashing pass. You can still do that. I've been hearing, on social media and, live streams about Drew Brees' arm strength, how he ain't throwing the ball only 10 to 20 yards. I'm like, but they're still putting up points. They still can put up points. But it won't matter because the defense is always out there. It's tied, and it can't stop anybody. The Saints got to run the football, man. Run the football and get the offensive line involved. Run the football, man. And I think that's how you can beat the Lions, man, because they got the personnel to do it. They got the personnel for this, man. They got Latavius Murray, who can, pretty much he can eat up clock. He can get up to 5 to 6 yards a carry when you give him the football and you're being patient. Alvin Kamara could do some things in the outside, coming out on the backfield as well, but you got to, methodically, man, just stay patient, run the football, man, and I think everything will take care of itself, man. But the defense, I'm more concerned with this defense, man. The defense got to get some pressure up the middle, man. Pressure up front, man. Cam Jordan has to get going. David Imani has to get going. Demario Davis doing his thing as usual, but they got to stop those guys, man. They got to, man. They got to stop those guys from stop Matthew Stafford from getting catching fire in this football game. And you still got Marvin Jones Jr. out there on the outside, opposite of Kenny Galladay, that could really help this football team. Could really hurt the Saints, man. So we got to be careful, man. In regards to the Lions, man, they're not. They lose a lot of close games. They losing a lot of close games as well, man. They're not, where they should be. If you look at their roster, man, it's not. It's a good roster in my opinion, man. It should be playing better than what they are, but they're not. I think they're in the bottom of the league when it comes to defense, I believe. It's just, it's going to fall on Sean Payton. It's going to be fall on him as far as will he be patient enough to apply the strategy, his strategy of running the football, being patient, allowing the defense to catch a breather, not to get impatient with running the football. Don't allow Drew Brees to, throw the ball all over the place 30 to 45, 30 to, 28 to 35 times in a football game, man. We don't need that, man. Because if we're doing that, Saints are in trouble, And, looking at these stats right here, for the Lions, the defense they're in the bottom of the league in total defense, man. They're giving up over 409 yards of total offense a game. Let me see, 30.7 points a game. So the Saints shouldn't have an issue of putting up points in this football game. It's just the defense, man. The defense gonna have to step it up, man. With guys such as Janoris Jenkins out, Marshall Lattimore out, but that may be a good thing because Marshall Lattimore don't, I don't know, play. Marshall Lattimore don't play up the par against certain receivers, man. So that'd be a good thing, man. But it just the Saints just have to take care of business this week, man. You win this game, and then you play. I think it's Monday night against the LA Chargers. Get a winner against the Chargers, and I believe they play against Carolina. And then you go from there. You go. Let's see, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. You go 4-2, and going to the bye. You go to Chicago in November, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. You go on the road to Chicago, play a good Chicago Bears team that you beat last year with Teddy Bridgewater at the helm. This time they'll probably have not Mr. Trubisky, but Nick Foles, the starting quarterback. So it'll be an interesting football game to see if the Saints could have that same type of success. Running the football, being patient if you go to Chicago and win. But for right now, man, everything is all about Detroit getting this win, getting back on the winning streak. Can they continue their success in October? There's just a crazy stat out there, but the Saints being record in October on the Sean Payton, which is pretty good. Over the last 3 years, it's been really good not in the month of October. So it's just something to look for, man. I expect this football team to turn around, and that's what all biases aside and homers takes for me. But overall, man, I got the Saints winning this game by a score of 34-17 against the Detroit Lions this Sunday. I think Sean Payton's going to be smarter about it this week. Not given he doesn't have Michael Thomas out, Jared Cook is out. Maybe we'll see some Taysom Hill action involved. As a wide receiver, Emmanuel Sanders getting involved with the offense. He's coming around with it. So we'll see. But I got the Saints win this game 34-17 against Detroit. Go to 2-2, and then we'll see how things go next week against the Chargers on Monday Night Football. But that's all I got for you for right now, man. If you listen to this podcast on Spreaker, give me a like, give me a comment comment on this episode. Let me know how you feel. You think the Saints could pull it out, but despite the injuries they have on the football team. If you listen to it on YouTube, do the same thing. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about this football game. Do you think the Saints could pull it out? That's all I got for you for right now. Wherever you listen to this podcast at, man, just let me know how you feel, man. Follow it, support it, and I'll continue to deliver. But that's all I got for you for right now. If you would like to check out more interesting content on the New Orleans Saints organization, check out sportstalk365.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. That's sportstalk365.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. Thank you for downloading this week's episode. You can support the Saint discussions every time you shop for fan gear or collectibles at Fanatics. Just visit sportstalk365.com/Fanatic Saints and click on the Fanatics logo, then shop as planned. It will get a commission on your sale. That will help us out a ton. Have a good day. Peace.